Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Fine by Me by Andy Grammer. And I'm going to keep this on 4th fret to match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. And we start off with our main bass line, actually, kind of that 3rd fret on the low E. And the 2nd fret on the low E is kind of an F sharp note. And then 1st fret on the low E is kind of an F note. And then 3rd fret on the A string is kind of a C note. So you kind of hear that through that intro in the verse. You have that G, F sharp, F, C. And we can back that up with chords by starting on a G major chord. And normally you do that first finger on the A second, second finger on the low E third, third finger on the high E third. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord and it sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on putting the 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for your G major. And then from the G we'll be going to a D major chord. Normally you do this first finger on the G second, second finger on the high E second, 3rd finger on the B string third. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of D major. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger on Ds in general, making a D sus 2, or adding in the pinky on the high E third for D suspended, kind of say some stuff around that. Or randomly to back that up with the bass note, you may want to take your thumb and go over the low E string 2nd fret. It's kind of a D slash F sharp, or a D with an F sharp in the bass. Or you may dig on a D sus slash F sharp by doing 1st finger on the low E second, second finger on the G second, 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for that change. And then from the D we'd be going to an F major chord. We'll talk about some easy options here, but normally you do this as a 1st fret bar, 2nd finger on the G second, 3rd finger on the A third, pinky on the D string third. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of F major. Now a good substitute for that though can be F major 7, where you can do 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G second, 3rd finger on the D third. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, it sounds like an F major 7, it sounds really groovy. Or you may dig on an F major 13 by doing finger on the G second, 2nd finger on the D third, 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for the F. And then from the F, we'd be going to a C major chord. Normally you do that 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D second, 3rd finger on the A third. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, the beautiful sounds of C major. Now you may also dig on lifting the 1st finger, make that a C major 7. Or adding in the pinky on the B third for a C major 9, kind of saying some stuff around the C. Or another way to play C major 9, we'll be doing 1st finger on the D second, 2nd finger on the A third, 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working out for the C. And through that part, through the intro verse, we kind of start off with kind of an 8 down count on everything. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D slash F sharp, F, C, and I'm adding a little bit of right hand muting to that if you kind of dig on that. Kind of taking the flat of my right hand and laying it down just a little bit on the saddle. And there are definitely places through the tune that kind of sound like that, kind of a down kind of an idea. Or you may dig on a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So you tried that on the G a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So we tried that through our verse progression, you have the G, D slash F sharp, F, C. So you kind of dig on that. Or for myself, I was gravitating towards something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot at the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts with our down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the G and do it down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you go down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got down. Through our verse progression. G, D slash F sharp, pre-chorus starts on the E minor chord. Normally you do this first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor. It sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on adding in third finger on the B third, pinky on the high third, that E minor sound. And we kind of do our whole strum pattern on the E minor, our whole pattern on the D, and our whole pattern on the C. Very end, it's almost kind of like a 2-hit on D, and you may want to do kind of a down, down, and kill the strings, and then 2 more downs. So it's kind of an accent. Down, down, kill it, down, down. Or down, kill it, down, kill it. That's cool too. Down, down, kill it, down, kill it, down, kill it. Might be a cool way to accent that. And then from there, we go into our chorus part. In our chorus, we start on kind of our C idea. And if you're doing the down count, it's almost like you do 2 on C, 2 on D, 4 on G, and then 2 on C, 2 on D, 4 on G, and then we do E minor for 2, D for 2, C for 2, and then G for 2, but you'll kind of hear where the A string second fret is coming out on the bass there, and that's called a G/B, or a G with a B in the bass. We do that for 2, and back to C for 2, D for 2, and then G for 4. So there's a little weird timing wise. You got kind of C, D, G, B, C, D, G. Or if you're doing the down, down, up, up, down, you may want to do the C as a down, D as a down, and then the G with a down, down, up. C down, D down, G down, down, then E minor down, D down, C down, G down, C down, D down, and then G with a down, down, up. If you're digging on the 16th, this can get kind of tricky, but you may want to do the C with a down, down, up, D with a down, down, up, and then G with half the pattern, kind of the down, 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 up. So C, down, up, D, down, up, G, down, down, up, C, down, up, D, down, up, G, down, down, and then we do down, down, up on the E minor, on the D, on the C, on the G, on the C, on the D, and then back to G for a down, 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 up. So it's a little weird timing wise too. C, D, G. Our verse, back to our pre-chorus, and back to our chorus until we get to our bridge part. And the bass is the coolest part of the bridge part. You gotta have the open E string, and then we'd be going first foot on the D, it's kind of a D sharp note, and then third foot on the low E for a G note, and then fourth fret on the A for a C sharp note. So it's a little weird bass wise. You have kind of a E, D sharp, G, C sharp, and if you wanted to back that up with chords, you could kind of start on the E minor, but then we go to B7. And normally you do this first finger on the D first fret, second finger on the A second, third finger on the G second, pinky on the high E second. If you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B7 chord. It sounds really nasty. Now you may also dig on taking the third finger and flattening them over the G, B, and E. You can add a B9 if you want to jazz it up a little bit. From the B, then we go to our G major chord, and then for that C sharp in the bass, you may want to back that up with an A major chord. I normally do that first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B second. It sounds like A major chord, big party on the second. It sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on lifting the third finger, make that A sus2, or adding in the pinky on the B third for A suspended, and kind of saying some stuff around that. Or you may dig on kind of working an A7 sus, doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high third. That kind of makes that a little bit easier to get to from the G to the A. Or if you want to get that C sharp bass in there, you could do your A with kind of a first finger bar of D, G, and B on the second fret, and then get a finger to go to the A string, the fourth fret, and kind of shoot for the middle four strings, kind of A, D, G, and B. That's an A/C sharp, or A major with a C sharp bass. So through the bridge part, we'd have that E minor, da 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 da, B7, da 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 da, G, da da da, A/C sharp. Then we kind of repeat that E minor, da da da, B7, da da da, G, da da da, A. from there, then we go into our last chorus. Now the weird part is, to play along with the recording, instead of starting on a G chord, they're starting on a B major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo. If you put the capo on 4th fret, then now your G is really a B major, and your D is really an F sharp major, and your F is really an A major, and your C is really an E major chord, and the E minor is really a G sharp minor, and the B7 is really a D sharp 7, and the A major is really a C sharp major. I take it from the very beginning, you may want to kind of work that intro verse any of those ways we talked about, kind of working the downs, kind of working it that way, or you can kind of do the down, down, up, down, up, F, C, or you may dig on working the 16th idea, G, D/F sharp, F, C, or something else that I like to add to a song is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, the down, down, up, down, you can throw a bass for the chord in. So on the G, you'd have low E for the bass. D/F sharp, you'd have low E for the bass. And F more, you'd have low E for the bass. The F major 7, you'd have D for the bass. And on the E minor, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the B7, you normally would use the A string for the bass, but you may want to use the D string to bring out that D sharp in the bass. Have the A string for your bass. On the A/C sharp, you still have the A string for the bass. So we tried our verse with a bass down, up, down, up. You'd have the G, D/F sharp, F, C. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you could work it off a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up. That way, you have G, D/F sharp, F, C. And from that verse, then we're going into our pre-chorus. So we try that with the bass down, up, down, up. We have the E minor, D, C, and then our D hits. Down, 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 down. Or if you're digging on the 16th, you have E minor, D, C, and then our D accents, down, 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 to lead us into our chorus part. Now, there's not a lot of time to work basses if you're working the bass down, up, down, up, but you'd have the C, D, G with the bass, down, up, C, D, G, bass, down, up, E minor, D, C, G, C, or if you're doing your 16th, a lot of those down, down ups that we're doing, you can make into bass down ups. So you got the C with the bass, down up, D with the bass, down up, G with the bass, down, down, C bass, down, D bass, down, G bass, down, down, E minor bass, down, D bass, down, C bass, down, G/B, down up, C, D, G. A lot of bass moving, but you may want to kind of practice that. That could be very cool. C, D, G. I'm working a lot of the bass notes to imply the chord. So even on the D chord, kind of using that D sus, the C major 9, G/B, especially since those chord changes happen really fast. You may want to think about the D sus, especially just leaving those fingers down, almost working like a bass idea around the G chord is kind of a cool way to kind of work it. And then from there, then we'll be going into our next verse. You can work that either of those ways. You can do the bass down, up, down, up. D/F sharp, F, C, or you can dig on the 16th, D/F sharp, F, C, or if you know the licks around these chords or the strum patterns that work too, feel free to take this lesson, kind of run with it any way you want to. Pre-chorus. So E minor, D, da 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 C, or you can switch in between those ideas. It's cool too. D down, 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 and then we can be going next chorus. You heard that either of those ways we've been talking about. C, D, G, C, D, G, E minor, D, C, G, C, D, G. We're doing on the 16th. D, G, C, D, G, E minor, D, C, G slash B, C, D, G. And then from there, they'll be going into our bridge part. And you can really word that either of those ways too. Kind of E minor, da da da, B7, da da da, G, da da da, A. Or if you're taking the 16th, E minor, B7, G, A slash C sharp. We got the C, and our D, down, 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 to lead us into our last chorus. And we're back to C, D, G, C, D, G, E minor, D, C, G slash B, C, D, G. There's lots of ways to kind of take all these ideas and kind of mix them up too. So you may want to kind of experiment and find a way that works for you too. There's lots of ways you can kind of take that idea and kind of mix it up. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Fine by Me. So good luck. Hi, wherever you are in YouTube land. This is Munson Summer with Munson Music Live, Munson Guitar Songs, Munson Covers, and Munson Jam Tracks. Thanking you for watching this video, and I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you like this video and subscribe to the channel to see lots more like it. I'm always open to your requests. If you have a song that you love, please let me know so I can write it down on the request list so I can add that to it, because there's probably other people out there who love that song too and would love to learn how to play it. So thanks so much for all the love that you give me, and I hope that you're doing well and kind of figuring out how you can talk with the instrument. We are a small music shop in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina, and you're supporting us by watching this channel. Really appreciate all that love. So best of luck, and let me know if there's anything that I can do to help you in particular too. You can contact me on Facebook. You can leave a message here in the comments section, and I respond to all the comments that I get. So best of luck to you wherever you are.